Hello. This is my Pokemon channel. Not the best studio per se, but I'm gonna be talking about some things that you really didn't know. You probably didn't know in Red and Blue. So one thing. So we're gonna jump on to one of the things that's not gonna be in order because I don't know what you're thinking. But one of them things is that some Pokemon in Pokemon Red and Blue, even with Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, Fire Red and Leaf Green, they all both had special Pokemon that you can get in. Like in Red, you can get Growlithe, but for Blue, you would get Vulpix. And you wouldn't be able to get, in Red and Blue, the original ones, you wouldn't be able to get Arcanine like the way you do in Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu. So you wouldn't be able to get that. So if you want, so in those games, it was really challenging to really get one because you would have to have a friend that probably got Pokemon version Blue if you got Red, or Red if you got Blue. So, and the thing is, completing the Pokedex was really hard. And another thing is that what's it called? Typings, like Dark weren't there yet. Same thing with Iron types. And the reason why was they had no reason. Even with Bite was still a move.
No.
Yeah. It was still a move, even though it wasn't Dark type. It was a normal type move. And the only Dragon type move was Dragon Rage, which only did like 40 damage, so it was really bad. So the only way to beat Dragon types were Ice types. Sorry for my teeth. I don't know why I just showed my teeth like that. But another thing is that when Lance has more than one Dragonite. I'm pretty sure he has more than one Dragonite on his team. Well, in the Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, he has different Pokemon. And also same thing with Claire. She has 3 Dragonairs. 1 Kingdra. So that makes 4. Well, so enough with the math. What's it called? If you live in America, you already know about Pokemon Red and Blue. Have you ever wondered what about Green? Well, in Japan, the original games were Pokemon Red and Green. The reason why we didn't get Green was because they thought since the colors of our flag Red, Blue, and White, they would do Pokemon Red and Blue. And yes, I'm sure they got Yellow. Okay, so you're good. But if you're playing Pokemon Blue, you would not be able to get a Japanese version because you couldn't change the language, and it was Pokemon, and it was at that time it was green. So you wouldn't even be able to get an English version of Pokemon Green. But in now in America, we have Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green. So don't worry. It's okay. Another thing that you probably don't know is that Squirtle is probably, I think, the only one that can learn out of the starters. I'm pretty sure. Sorry, I have a bad hair day. But it's really the only one. And also, Charizard or Charmeleon or Charmander can't not learn Tackle. And Squirtle and Bulbasaur cannot learn Scratch. And Blastoise is really OP in this game. Another thing that you didn't know is that having Farfetch'd before you beat Erica is a really nice thing. Because Farfetch'd already knows Peck. So it's a super effective move against grass types already. And so it makes it easier to beat Erica if you chose Bulbasaur or Squirtle. And I chose Squirtle, so Farfetch'd was like, hey, super effective. And what's it called? It can knock out that victory bell, but might die right in the next Pokemon. But mine was under leveled, so if you have it over leveled, you could probably beat it with the Farfetch'd. And also, ground types didn't affect it yet. Another thing is that abilities weren't a thing. Yes, ground types didn't affect all flying types, but it was just part of the programming, not really an ability. And in what's it called, Red and Blue, the whole ground type situation would account for every single flying type, Farfetch'd and everything. And even though Duo can't fly, don't have wings. But another thing is abilities weren't a thing. Even though it seemed like, ooh, mine knows levitate. Nah, because Haunter, one hit by a ground type move, it would still affect it. And therefore would die easily since it has the poison typing. And it's really nice. Really, really nice. It's really nice to have these Pokemon in your game. And having a flying type... Sorry, that's my sister. But just remember, even though it might seem like Pokemon have abilities, they don't. Trust me, they don't. Stop.
Okay, Isabella, go. Please.
Sorry, that's my sister, but there some things. I think abilities turned out in Generation 3, and even with if you had the Red and Blue with color, shinies were a thing. Yeah. Shinies were released in Gen 2. So, even, I'm pretty sure on Yellow, you wouldn't be able to get a shiny. And regular Rattata already looked like a shiny one, so doesn't matter. But, what's it called? Shinies weren't introduced until the Johto came out. Bummer, but it's the truth. And I'm pretty sure that I'm going to wrap it up right here. And hopefully I didn't ruin Red and Blue for you. Still play. Now, please subscribe, hit a like if you liked it, and bye.